The John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts is a striking white marble landmark on the banks of the Potomac River, its elegant silhouette instantly recognizable against the Washington, D.C. skyline. Designed by architect Edward Durrell Stone, the building's clean lines and grand columns evoke a sense of timelessness and national pride, making it not just a venue, but a symbol of American cultural ambition. The Kennedy Center serves as a living memorial to President John F. Kennedy's vision for a culturally rich America, a place where the arts are not a luxury but a vital part of the nation's identity. With American flags fluttering at its entrance and visitors from all walks of life streaming through its doors, the center stands as a testament to the enduring power of creativity and the belief that the arts can unite and inspire. Since its grand opening in 1971, the Kennedy Center has hosted thousands of world-class performances, from symphonies and ballets to groundbreaking theater and jazz concerts. It has become the cultural heart of Washington, D.C., drawing audiences from across the country and around the globe. The center's stages have welcomed legendary artists and emerging talents alike, fostering a vibrant artistic community that continues to grow with each passing year. Inspired by the ideals of President Kennedy and Jacqueline Kennedy, the center's mission is to make the arts accessible to all Americans, regardless of background or circumstance. Through outreach programs, educational workshops, and community events, the Kennedy Center strives to reflect the diversity of American society and ensure that everyone has the opportunity to experience the transformative power of the arts. After the tragic assassination of President Kennedy, the center was dedicated in his name, forever linking its purpose to his legacy of hope and aspiration. The dedication plaque at the entrance serves as a reminder of the center's origins and its ongoing commitment to the ideals of service, excellence, and cultural enrichment that Kennedy championed. One of the center's most celebrated traditions is the Kennedy Center Honors, an annual gala that recognizes the lifetime achievements of America's greatest artists. This star-studded event has become a signature moment in the nation's cultural calendar, reinforcing the deep bond between the presidency, the arts, and the American people. Beyond its performances, the Kennedy Center is deeply committed to education and outreach. Its innovative programming nurtures future generations of artists, musicians, and performers, while fostering global cultural dialogue and understanding. Through partnerships with schools and community organizations, the center helps cultivate creativity and critical thinking in young minds. The Kennedy Center stands as a beacon for the belief that a truly great nation must also be a cultured one that values its artists, celebrates their achievements, and recognizes the essential role of the arts in shaping society. Whether through visual art, music, dance, or theater, the center champions the creative spirit that defines the American experience. For over 50 years, the Kennedy Center's name has been synonymous with artistic ambition, innovation, and cultural enrichment. Its halls have echoed with applause, laughter, and the sounds of discovery, bearing witness to the evolving story of American art and identity. This remarkable legacy is why the recent decision to consider altering its name has sparked such intense debate and passionate discussion. For many, the Kennedy Center is more than just a building. It is a living symbol of national aspiration, a place where history, culture, and the American spirit converge. The Kennedy Center's Board of Trustees, once a bipartisan mix of presidential appointees and public officials, has shifted dramatically in recent years. President Trump filled vacancies with loyalists, creating a board now dominated by his supporters. This new majority has realigned the center's priorities, focusing on initiatives that reflect their political and cultural views. The vote to rename the center is the most striking example of this shift, an action unimaginable under previous leadership. The Board Bintonbua, once a diverse group of patrons, is now a unified bloc, ready to reshape the institution in Trump's image. This transformation has raised concerns about the center's commitment to artistic independence and nonpartisanship. The pivotal board meeting didn't happen at the Kennedy Center, but at Steve Wynn's lavish Palm Beach home, symbolizing the board's new power base. The gathering, held on December 18, 2025, was attended by Trump-aligned trustees and key figures like Andrea Wynn and Richard Grinnell, the Trump-appointed president of the center. The setting was exclusive and private, far from the center's traditional neutral ground. Grinnell, known for his loyalty to Trump, steered the agenda toward the name change. President Trump called in, lending his direct influence and making his support unmistakable. His involvement turned the meeting into more than a vote. it became a personal endorsement. The synergy between the board and Trump's inner circle was on full display. The decision to pursue the name change was now unstoppable. After the vote, President Trump publicly expressed surprise and gratitude, framing the renaming as an unexpected honor. Privately, his influence had been central. He'd spent months normalizing the Trump Kennedy Center name on social media. This strategy made the change seem inevitable to his followers. For Trump, having his name alongside JFK's on a national landmark is a crowning achievement, cementing his legacy in the Capitol. His dual approach, active behind the scenes, gracious in public, was classic political theater. The renaming was both a personal victory and a symbol of his movement's reach. Trump's brand, long associated with real estate and entertainment, now claimed a place in the nation's cultural heart. The move was carefully orchestrated, but presented as a spontaneous tribute. The renaming was the result of careful, behind-the-scenes planning by Richard Grenell, a figure known for his strategic acumen and close ties to the Trump administration. Grenell's approach was methodical, ensuring every detail was accounted for before the proposal was brought forward. He worked closely with Steve Wynn and Andrea Wynn, two of the most influential figures in Trump's inner circle, whose wealth and connections gave them outsized influence over the process. As president of the center, Grenell acted as the crucial bridge between Trump's wishes and the board's official actions, translating political ambitions into institutional change. He made sure the proposal was not only presented, but also skillfully shepherded through the board, ensuring it was passed with minimal resistance. Steve Wynn, though not officially a board member, played a pivotal role by hosting the meeting in a setting that was both exclusive and secure, reinforcing the sense of unity among Trump's allies. By providing a supportive environment, Wynn ensured that the proceedings could unfold without outside interference, allowing the group to focus on their shared objectives. Andrea Wynn as a trustee, brought the Wynn's influence directly into the boardroom, lending legitimacy and authority to the effort. Their combined involvement was a clear demonstration of the new culture taking hold at the institution, one defined by a network of powerful, wealthy, and politically connected Trump allies working in concert. This network operated with a shared sense of purpose, leveraging their resources and connections to shape the institution's future in ways that aligned with their political loyalties. The renaming itself became an unmistakable act of patronage, a public gesture that used the institution to honor their chosen leader and signal their collective power. Through this act, the institution was transformed into a symbol of loyalty, its traditions reshaped to reflect the priorities of its new stewards. The combined efforts of Grenell and the Wynns were instrumental in making the vote possible, demonstrating the effectiveness of their partnership and the power of coordinated influence. Their actions reveal how political appointments and private power can work hand in hand to reshape even the most revered public institutions, often with lasting consequences. In the end, Grenell and the Wynns were the architects of a move that fundamentally redefined the Kennedy Center's identity, leaving a mark that will be felt for years to come. The board meeting featured a performance by Lee Greenwood, singing "God Bless the USA," a favorite at Trump rallies. This wasn't just entertainment, it was a symbolic rallying cry, reinforcing the board's shared values and patriotic mission. Greenwood's presence signaled a cultural shift, aligning the center's identity more closely with Trump's base. The performance set the emotional tone, making the renaming feel like a patriotic duty. It encapsulated the fusion of politics, culture, and loyalty that defined the moment. Despite the board's vote, the renaming isn't official. Congress must approve any change to the Kennedy Center's name, which is set by law. The original designation as a memorial to JFK was established by Congress in 1964. To add Trump's name, new legislation must pass both houses and be signed by the president. This moves the debate from a private boardroom to the public arena of Congress, where fierce opposition is expected. Supporters will argue for Trump's impact, opponents will defend JFK's legacy and the center's nonpartisan mission. Until Congress acts, the Trump Kennedy Center name remains unofficial and contested. The outcome will test Trump's influence and set a precedent for national landmarks. The fate of the center's name now rests with the nation's elected representatives. news of the board's vote ignited a national firestorm, splitting public opinion along partisan lines. Trump supporters celebrated the move as overdue recognition. Critics called it a politicization of a revered institution. The Kennedy family was reportedly dismayed, while Democrats vowed to block the change in Congress. Republicans largely supported the renaming, framing it as a rightful honor. The debate has become a flashpoint in the culture wars, raising questions about the purpose of national memorials. The controversy is about more than a name, it's about who shapes America's history and legacy. The Trump-Kennedy Center vote marks a pivotal turning point in the institution's storied history, but its ultimate fate now rests in the hands of Congress. The decision before lawmakers is not just about a name, it's about the legacy and future direction of one of America's most iconic cultural landmarks. As the debate intensifies, the eyes of the nation are fixed on Capitol Hill, where the outcome will echo far beyond the walls of the center itself. If Congress approves the name change, it will permanently reshape the center's identity, intertwining it with a new chapter in American political history. Such a move would set a powerful precedent, signaling that even our most cherished national landmarks are not immune to the shifting tides of politics and public opinion. The center's very mission and symbolism could be redefined for generations to come. On the other hand, if the proposal is blocked, the Trump-Kennedy title will remain unofficial, leaving the center in a prolonged state of uncertainty. This limbo could deepen existing political divisions, both within the institution and among the public, casting a shadow over its role as a unifying force in the arts. The ongoing controversy is already having ripple effects. Donors and sponsors may reconsider their support, worried about the center's shifting reputation. Programming decisions could become more fraught, as leaders weigh the risks of alienating parts of their audience. The center's standing as a premier venue for the arts may be at stake. With a new board at the helm, there's speculation that the center's artistic direction could pivot toward more populist and overtly patriotic themes. This shift might attract new audiences, but it could also spark debate about the role of the arts in reflecting the nation's diversity and complexity. The Kennedy Center now stands at a crossroads. Will it continue to serve as a bipartisan memorial to American creativity and leadership, or will it become a lasting symbol of political triumph and division? The answer will shape not only the center's future, but also the broader conversation about culture and politics in America. In the coming months, as the debate unfolds and decisions are made, the nation will watch closely. Will this moment mark the beginning of a bold new era, or will it fade as a fleeting gesture in the ever-changing landscape of American culture? Ultimately, the outcome will determine whether the Kennedy Center can reclaim its original mission as a unifying force for all Americans, or if it will become a permanent battleground in the nation's ongoing cultural divide. The stakes, for both the arts and the country, have never been higher.